Exercise variation allows athletes to expand their learning capacity and to build robust tissue. We don't learn by repeating the same solution to a movement problem. We learn by finding new solutions to different problems. Learning is stimulated by the constant emergence of unfamiliar totals of sensory and motor patterns that do not fit into existing or familiar sensory-motor relationships. We learn through the confrontation of something new rather than something familiar. One can ask, why does learning or physical literacy reach a limit? And monotony is probably a significant cause of this. A problem for athletes who have reached their learning ceiling is that there is a limit and variation to their training and skill development. So improvements in movement patterns become smaller and smaller over time. While developing movement patterns, there's division between compartments of the movement that are stable and variable. This division of movement makes the movement effective in its environment. This division isn't consciously controlled, but it develops self-organization of the organism or the athlete. And in terms of training or becoming a better athlete, this is best facilitated through the use of exercise selection variation. This is why variation in movement patterns is very useful and helpful for youth athletes. It just provides them the building blocks of movement control. According to Franz Bosch, there's two forms of variable learning: differential learning and random learning. Differential learning is learning by frequently alternating many variants of one movement pattern in a single session. And random learning is learning by frequently alternating many different movement patterns in a single session. Adding a ton of exercise variation in your training is just going to provide you an opportunity to improve that bandwidth of motor control. And it's going to give your tissues an opportunity to become more robust. You're just achieving greater competency and better preparing yourself for adversity and physical activity.